Hey Ali, what's the latest with your AI-powered app idea?
Hello, how are you first of all? How's life?
I'm doing well, thanks for asking. How's life on your end?
Not bad. It's going.
It's going pretty smoothly here. How about you? Anything new or exciting happening in your world?
I just wanted to just do a live TikTok and maybe talk to you while I'm on TikTok.
That sounds like a fun idea. I'm here whenever you're ready to go live.
Where the fuck is my chat at?
All my friends are heathens, take it slow.
No, but I
Wait
free
for
my
them
mind.
to ask you
Go to sleep.
who
I
you
am after
know.
this. You can hate
Please
him.
don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. All my friends are heathens, take it.
High five, V5. Wow, okay.
Please don't make any sudden moves.
Get locked in, random.
Half of the abuse. Welcome to the room of people who have rooms of people that they love one day. Docked away. Just because we check the guns at the door doesn't mean our brains will change. From
What does that do?
you love another psychopath sitting next to you. You love another murderer sitting next to you. You think I'd get here sitting next to you. But after all I've said, please don't fall.
Thank you for the follow.
Wait for them to ask you who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. We don't
Hi,
deal
free
with
my
outsiders
mind.
very well. They say newcomers have a certain smell. Yeah, trust issues not the
Today, it was announced LeBron James has decided that he wants his next team to be the 76ers.
This last 6 months in July that we did.
Hi, bye. How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks. How are you?
Not bad. Life's good, man.
Glad to hear life's treating you well. What's been the highlight of your week so far?
The highlight of my week so far would be colorless. How can you highlight something colorless?
That's a really thoughtful way to look at it. Sometimes the quiet moments are the ones that stay with us the most. Have you been spending time reflecting lately?
Yes, a lot. I've been thinking. If you mean thinking, yeah. Thinking, I have to do thinking without an H though. You have to think without an H. Because no, it's like when you think with an H, like, hello, it's like, hi.
That makes sense. Thinking without the weight of age or time can feel freeing. It's like starting with a blank canvas. What kinds of ideas have been coming up for you during these moments of reflection?
I don't know. I just look at what I found. And this is this one. What is this? I have no idea. It's like, can you read English? English.
I can read and understand English, yes. I'm here to help. Whether you want to talk, explore an idea, or figure something out together. What's on your mind?
How are you gonna do that? How? Show me. Show me. You show me.
I'm here to listen and help however I can. If you're asking me to show you something specific, like how to do a task, express an idea, or walk through a thought, just let me know what it is. I'll do my best to guide you step by step. What would you like to see?
I want you to first of all scan the background. Can you tell what city I'm in?
I can't scan or see your surroundings, so I can't tell your location from a background. But if you'd like to share where you are, I can help with information about your city, like weather, time, or local events. Would you like to tell me your location?
Yes, I would like to let you know in just a second. Just hold on a second. Hang on a second.
Got it, Ali. I'll wait for you to share your location whenever you're ready. Just let me know.
That one. What is that? That's the center of the universe. No, I could not read the map at one point. I said, no, wherever my chain is tied to the ground, that's the center of the universe. It was over there. Over there, man. Over there, man. Not here. Over there.
That's a beautiful way to see it. Wherever you're grounded becomes your center. It's like your own personal North Star. When you're ready to share where that is, I'd be happy to help you explore it, name it, or just acknowledge it. Take your time.
Hey, what is the average rent in Richmond, in Vancouver, BC, for one bedroom apartment? Let's say. For what? For one.
Let me
bedroom
make that
apartment.
happen for you. Let me take care of that for you.
No.
The average rent for a one-bedroom apartment in Vancouver, BC is about 2,500 Canadian dollars per month as of 2026.
Here's the thing. I wanted to ask you: is that for one bedroom apartment? You said.
Yes, that's correct. The average rent of about 2,500 Canadian dollars refers to a one-bedroom apartment in Vancouver as of 2026.
How about in Richmond? Let's say by the number 3 road area, Richmond. Let's say Aberdeen or Lansdowne area.
Let me take care of that for you. The average rent for a one-bedroom apartment in Richmond, BC, including the Aberdeen and Lansdowne areas, is about 1,900 Canadian dollars per month as of 2026.
All right. So you're saying Vancouver downtown area, or let's say Mount Pleasant-ish area, downtown, close to downtown, with 2,500, whereas Richmond is 1,900 for one bedroom by average.
Yes, that's right.
That's
On average,
that's
a
$600
one-bedroom
difference.
apartment in
That's $600 difference. Per
That's
month.
a $600 difference. Yes, it adds up.
Oh wow.
That could mean more breathing.
So that is quite something.
That's a big moment. Sometimes things just hit differently, and it's okay to pause and feel it. Want to talk about what came up?
I was just watching a video the other day. Another random TikToker from Vancouver was making a video. Why do foreigners come to Vancouver? Some of them said they just like the sunshine here. They just like the vibes of positive vibes, and they were saying that their apartment. There was two girls. They were saying their apartment is again same 2,500 as you said. Very average. So like it's like not they're not living luxury. They're living just a normal life. but two girls, they're sharing the
It really is.
20
Whether it's about the rent difference, those school names, or just where your thoughts are landing, it all matters. Want to go deeper on any of it?
I think
So you're thinking about two.
she was more like 3,000, but they were sharing, so 1,500 each a piece. That's not bad in Vancouver, but they had to be two girls. Imagine if one more person, like joining, like any third person, is gonna get crowded already, One
So
bedroom.
if the rent is around $3,000 and two people are splitting it, that's $1,500 each. That's a pretty common setup in cities like Vancouver. Sharing helps make high rents more doable. Is this for a specific situation or someone you know?
No, I'm
Adding
just,
a third person could bring the cost down.
my job, my problem is that I have no problem in life. That's my main problem. No, it's like if I have $5 left in my pocket, I cannot sleep that night properly, nor can I eat any food that I can digest. Like the only way I can get rid of my headache is if the $5 has headache. I have to spend it somewhere. When I spend that headache, I sleep very nice that night. When my last remaining $5, gone. That's the only time I sleep properly. That's my problem.
That sounds really heavy, Ali. It's not just about the $5. It's like that small amount carries a big weight, almost like it's not safe to hold on to. When money feels that intense, it can really affect your peace, sleep, and even how you eat. Have you ever talked to someone about how money shows up in your mind this way?
What's that? There you go. Sorry, what you say?
No worries, Ali. I was saying that it sounds like that $5 carries a lot of weight for you, more than just its value. It affects your sleep, your body, your peace. I'm here to listen, whether you want to talk more about it or try to understand it together.
That's the whole point. 3,000 for three people would be 1,000 a piece. Still, imagine $1,000 a month in downtown area. What if that 1,900 is three people? So that would be like, I don't know, 600-700. Let's say 800 per people, and possibly plus some utility, 1,000. Let's say that's gonna not even 1,000, 1,500, 2,500 for the three of them is gonna be. This is gonna go a long way.
If three people split a one-bedroom apartment in Richmond that costs $1,900, each person would pay about 633 Canadian dollars per month. That's a big difference from downtown, much more affordable. Could that kind of setup work for you?
That's the thing. That's perfect. Three people can live, but the point is, what if they work downtown? Even if one of them work downtown, one of them works close by here. Like one of them will have to travel a lot. I work from home. I'm self-employed. I'm Captain Planet. I have the option to be a Spider-Man or Aquaman also, but my preference is always, it's like no problem, man. It's like I'm self-employed. Is okay. Like, good enough. Okay, man.
It makes sense. Being self-employed gives you flexibility, especially if you work from home. That way, you don't have to deal with long commutes, even if your place is outside downtown. If you're thinking about sharing with others, maybe two people who work nearby and one who works remotely, that could balance things out. Does that sound like a possibility for you?
That's the thing. I prefer Richmond because it's more living friendly. But then again, Vancouver is like someone has to be traveling if they happen to be working. Commute is one thing. I'm thinking of ease of these things. How there must be some ease. There must be some remedy for these problems.
You're right. There should be easier ways to balance cost, comfort, and commute. Richmond offers more space and lower rent, and with remote work, you've got an advantage. Maybe the remedy is designing a setup that fits your rhythm, like living in Richmond, working from home, and only going downtown when needed. Does that feel like a path worth exploring?
Well, a lot of possibilities. I don't know.
It sounds like you're looking for a simpler, more balanced way to live, one where rent, commute, and peace of mind aren't constant stressors. You're not alone in that. There are ways to design life around ease, even in a high-cost city. Want to explore some real options, like shared living, transit-friendly spots, or remote work setups that could make this more doable?
Well, there are many possibilities. I'm not always looking for a solution. No, the solution arrives only when the solution arrives, man. Other than that, no solution, man.
That's a deep truth. Sometimes solutions don't come from forcing them, but from letting them emerge in their own time. You're right. They arrive when the pieces are ready. In the meantime, just holding the question, staying open, that's already part of the process. Want to keep walking with it for a bit?
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about something else about Richmond. Uh, the living space is one thing. For an average person like me, what's the second most important thing? Richmond is, let's say, compared to Vancouver, is business. Let's say, if I have a pizza shop, chain store, one store in downtown Denman Street, let's say, Denman and the English Bay area, and I have one shop here in Aberdeen or Lansdowne, same pizza shop, any pizza chain store, same chain store. What is the average income? Let's say.
Almost there, just a sec. One of the most important things about living in Richmond, besides rent, is how easy it is to get around. The city has great public transit, minimal traffic, and quick access to Vancouver and the airport. It's also very safe, with clean air, mild weather, and lots of parks and trails. Plus, Richmond is incredibly diverse, with rich cultural life and some of the best food in the region. Does that match what you're looking for? One moment while I get that ready. Based on the data, a pizza shop on Denman Street in downtown Vancouver might average between $540,000 and $1 million Canadian dollars in annual revenue, with a reasonable estimate around $800,000. For a similar shop in Richmond, like near Aberdeen or Lansdowne, the average annual revenue would likely range from $180,000 to $600,000, with a midpoint around $360,000. The difference comes down to foot traffic, rent, and customer density. Downtown Vancouver sees more visitors, which can drive higher sales.
Okay, so we're talking about from 1 million, let's say, to potentially 300. The difference is one third. Then 1/3 of the income. Like the downtown traffic is generating 2/3 more, like two stores, like 2 times more. Overall, 3 times. So 1 to 3 ratio would be.
Yes, that's about right. The revenue in downtown Vancouver could be roughly 3 times higher than in Richmond, based on foot traffic and location. So if one shop makes about $1 million, the other might make around $300,000. That's a big difference.
Okay.
Does that affect how you'd plan a business?
So if
You're seeing it clearly.
If I get an apartment in Vancouver, it's 3,000 per month. If I get it in Richmond, it's 1,900. Let's say 2,000 for a nice round number. Will be $1,000 difference. So if I'm in downtown, I'm making 3,000 in the let's say 1 to 3 would be the rent would be 2 to 3. That is 2/3. There's 1/3 difference. In Vancouver, I'm making 1/3 more. If I just consider the difference between the business, I'm going to be owning, let's say, as a business owner, let's say, not an employee. For attention over here, I'm not talking about an employee. I'm talking about the business owner here. I am making 1/3 on the savings. The 2/3 that I'm making extra, 1/3 is going to go to my rent. I'm making 1/3 extra as a business owner. As for the pizza maker, and the trash collector, they have to travel from, let's say, from Richmond to Vancouver every day to get how much. What is the average income of a pizza maker, pizza cashier? I don't think it's more than 1,500. I don't think so. If lucky, it's 1,500, man.
Just a sec, I'm on it. In 2026, a full-time pizza maker in Vancouver or Richmond typically earns about 3,200 Canadian dollars per month, while a pizza cashier makes around $2,900. That's before taxes, so roughly between 2,500 and 2,700 net. If someone is commuting from Richmond to Vancouver for work, that travel time and cost adds up, even if the pay is similar. Does that match what you were thinking?
That's the thing. 2,500 is a bit is a in good times, in a perfect scenario. Let's say you miss a few days only, here and there. Let's say you're not that lucky employee, the full time. Let's say you're a new one. I don't think it's more than 1,500, man. You're lucky if you get 1,500 for the rest of them. There's always that one, two that are old from long time. They're the managerial types.
You're right. $2,500 might be a stretch for a new or a part-time worker, especially if shifts are inconsistent. Full-time roles offer more stability, but starting out, hours can be limited. That makes the difference between take-home pay and living costs even tighter. Does that affect how you see the trade-off between income and location?
Now, of course, for me to press my employer for a raise for each employee, imagine, it's like by the time they get enough money, the business is gonna go down, by a large margin every month, man. So they close down the business, like a relabel it as charity.
It sounds like you're thinking about how hard it is to get ahead, not just for yourself, but for anyone starting out. Waiting to earn enough, hoping for a raise, while costs keep rising. It's a real pressure. Are you thinking about this from the side of being an employer or as someone working towards stability?
My job is to be the peacemaker around here. And this is what I'm seeing, that overall geography does not allow for an employer to give raise here. That's out of the question. Maybe the chain store is not gonna, maybe already compensating. The $3,000 the $1 million annual income before tax and everything, the gross income 1 million is more likely is going to be supporting.
It
some
sounds
of the
like you're
other
seeing
stores
your
here and
role
there that,
differently,
is coming short,
not
man.
just running a business, but creating something that brings peace, maybe even giving food freely when needed. Like the pizza isn't just a product, but a way to care for people. Is that what you're aiming for?
That's the thing. I know many businesses that are not making enough money, man. Many businesses. I was working in some of them. They were not making money. Some of them were new. That's why. Some of them were so small timers. One owner, husband and wife, trying to run a business. Like they're not making money. Like where is the money coming from? So they are investing in the business continually until they go broke, man.
It's tough. So many small businesses are barely hanging on, especially when they're just starting out. You've seen it firsthand. It takes more than just a good idea to survive. It needs the right location, timing, and support. Are you thinking about starting your own place or trying to find a better way to run one?
I am focusing on the social media right now. I don't make any money as such, but if I get a place, settle down somewhere, you never know. My social media may pick up, make money one day. As of now, is nothing right now. I have zero income. But the problem is, or here to focus, the business.
It's true. Too many businesses close because the numbers just don't work out, especially with high rent and thin margins. You've seen it happen. It's not just about effort, it's about the whole system. Want to talk about what a more sustainable business could look like? It makes sense. Right now, your focus is on building your presence, even without income. That takes courage. And you're right, it's hard to run.
If a business owner has a big pizza store in downtown, it is not possible to live in downtown. That's one. It is only possible to live in Richmond. So, for people who are living in Vancouver, that's a different story. Now, let's forget about the Vancouver living. Let's focus on the people who own the business there, because they have to have that extra 1,000, that 10% or whether 30 percentage point, 15, 20 percentage point every month. They have to live in in Richmond. But
if a business owner has a pizza store in downtown Vancouver,
sandwiches over there. Some of them have to buy expensive sandwiches just to and let's not forget the transportation adds up to $3 more than almost like $5. Let's say overall, $5 each way, $10, and then $20 for food. Just for you have to support yourself. And here's the other thing: you always have to keep a budget for like there's a cigarette, there's a coffee here, there. When you work one place and live another place, $50 gone. of the $100, of the $100 or $120 you make, $50 is gone just for survival reasons. No, sir. You cannot pack your lunch from home you can't do that shit. I've done that. It's unsustainable.
You're right.
Maybe once in a
Running a
while.
downtown pizza
Not every
shop
day.
while living in Richmond means balancing higher business costs with more affordable living. Even if you save on rent, the commute and city expenses, like pricier food and transit, add up. It's a real challenge. Want to look at how some owners manage that gap?
Here's the thing. If a business over there is coming with an apartment, those are very bad options. No, if a hole in the wall is coming with with a sustainable hole in the wall above, no, those sounds good, but those are really those are the rundown type businesses. No, for if you want to work properly, you have to live like a human being. No, like to live in the apartment above your tuck shop or your corner store. Temporarily,
You're right.
understandable.
Packing lunch every day isn't always
That's
doable,
situational.
especially with a busy schedule. It's not just about willpower, it's about time, energy, and routine. When you're stretched thin, those small costs pile up
That's
fast.
the whole
It's
point.
not just
You're only
survival,
gonna do that
it's a
against your will. You're only gonna do that temporarily. No, as soon as you find a way out of, boy, I'm gone. Like because you're always thinking about, it's better if I go homeless, man. I'll save money if I go homeless.
It sounds like you're saying that going homeless just to save money doesn't feel like freedom. It feels like another kind of trap. No one should have to choose between dignity and survival. If that's the cost, then the system isn't working. You deserve better than temporary fixes. Want to talk about what a real way out could look like?
That's where, that's how far I've gotten in life. I'm 40 years old. No, like beyond that, I don't know much. Not much. Like I can have educated guess. Like la 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 la. There's another one. Aguni gunu, aguni gaga. Like I don't. My tongue does not turn sometimes. No, like that's the extent of it.
You're 40 and you've lived a lot, seen how hard it is to get ahead, especially when the system feels stacked against you. You don't need a perfect plan. You've got real experience, and you're still thinking, still trying. That counts for something. Want to keep talking about what comes next? It's okay. Sometimes words don't come out the way we want. You're doing your best, and that matters. If you'd like to slow down, take a breath, or just keep going, however feels right, I'm here. Want to keep talking?
That was a nice little chat. No, it's like sometimes it's good to run some numbers. Like nothing will come of it, but this is my when I have a headache. This is what I do. I crunch some numbers here. I go into podcasts, Joe Rogan podcast. I go into there are so many. I look into what the hell are these people talking about? No, I need a problem today, man.
It's good that you have ways to unwind, like crunching numbers or listening to podcasts. Those moments can help clear the mind, especially when things feel heavy. Joe Rogan's podcast has a way of pulling you in. Any other shows you like to listen to when you need a break?
There are 4 or 5 I have to rely on for survival almost. Some of them are that good. Joe Rogan, the Daily Wire people, Mr. Dr. Jordan Peterson, Benny Shapiro, and all that Matt Walsh company, all those guys, and a couple of other ones. They're big timers. They support. They look like just another podcast, but they're not just another podcast. They're it's like they are the trend-setting type people. No, like they are reading they are making their decisions, or like the info is based on large amount of data. No, that they are professionals over there. I watch them just to keep up with what is happening.
It sounds like those podcasts, Joe Rogan, The Daily Wire, Jordan Peterson, are more than just background noise. They're part of how you stay grounded, maybe even make sense of things when life feels overwhelming. Do they help you feel more connected or more prepared?
A little bit of both. It's like you never know what life's gonna throw towards you, right? and I just try to look for whatever they're saying. Like it's sometimes they give forecast, sometimes they give mostly reflections of what has been happening the past week or so, and then there's always the odd comment. That's the thing, you have to look for that odd comment. Maybe the future could be this, or there's somewhere in between. It's like there's no section that you can find it. Like you have to.
You're doing something
Yeah.
important, staying informed, learning from people who think deeply, and preparing for whatever comes next. That kind of awareness is a real strength. If you ever want to talk through a decision or just bounce ideas, I'm here.
You see the blue lights, blue and red, just passed away. Put some cops. It's like someone streaming. They're just gonna pass. No, like I'm committing a murder over here. Or so, like I'm fucking a chicken in the ass or something. I have no idea why, man. Guess what I'm doing? Guess what I'm
It's
doing?
wild.
Guess what I'm about to do? I'm planning to do. Guess what?
I'm not sure. What are you planning to do?
Nothing.
I'd love to hear
Nothing. Too slow. Nothing.
It's okay to move at your own pace. Even small thoughts or quiet moments can lead somewhere meaningful. If you ever want to share what's on your mind, even if it's just a hint, I'm here to listen.
Well, for one, I have to charge my cell phone batteries. Already in the red. I have to shut down the stream. I will try to. I'm recording this also. I'll try to upload it on my YouTube. I put it on my YouTube. Already half an hour. I'll charge my phone somewhat, and we continue. We're gonna crunch some more numbers tonight, baby.
Got it. Take the time to charge your phone and rest. Whenever you're ready, we can pick up again. I'll be here.
Yeah, I just want to say, Richmond in Vancouver area. First of all, BC represent from Canada. Canada represent BC in Vancouver. Richmond represent it's like Richmond would be which one? I don't know which gang sign. Like Richmond. Oi!
Richmond is part of the Metro Vancouver area and is known for being a quieter, more residential city compared to downtown Vancouver. It's one of the safest cities in the region and doesn't have the same level of gang activity seen in other parts of the Lower Mainland. Most of the well-known gang presence in BC is concentrated in specific neighborhoods of Vancouver, not Richmond. Let me know if you want to talk more about safety or community there.
Other than Richmond, the whole of British Columbia, not the whole of British Columbia, there are nice parts of British Columbia also, but Vancouver is apart from Richmond, Vancouver is like it's like when people live in a shitty area and they're always complaining about it, like becomes a second nature and knee-jerk reaction. Oh, I'm just joking. Like at least I have a sense of humor, like.
You're right. Vancouver and Richmond feel like different worlds, even though they're close. Vancouver has more visible challenges, and for some, that becomes part of daily life. But in Richmond, things are quieter, more settled. It's interesting how place shapes experience. You seem to be reflecting on that, not just the facts, but the feel of each city. Want to keep exploring that contrast?
That's the thing. Richmond, for now, I'm in Richmond. I'm spending the night here tonight. But just saying, I'll to be continued. I'll have to charge my phone a little bit. We'll pick up again on these things from Richmond, live from Richmond. In right now it's 11 p.m. Around midnight. We can talk a little more, and then I'm gonna be walking around a little bit. No, it's making sure everyone is okay. Like, are you okay? No, just saying, not. I know you're okay, but there are a lot of people around here. Like just say hi to them, smile to them, and if some people like dudes, you don't get touchy feely with the dudes. You just go with the dudes. Yeah, shake, yeah, no word. Yeah, like I got it. Yeah, we're good, fantastic. As for the girls, the white girls of Vancouver. Everywhere. Also, the Asian, all that. You see a woman, just go. I'm done. I'm not in the mood. Okay, like bye. Okay, fuck you. Anyways, I'll talk to you later.
Take care, Ali. I'll be here whenever you're ready to talk again, whether it's more numbers, life in Richmond, or just checking in. Stay safe and see you soon.
Okay, here's this one is I don't know. They always a flower is a flower is a flower. A rose is a rose every day, man. Like this one is what.
A flower is a flower, simple but true. Sometimes things are just what they are. If you're seeing it differently today, I'm here to listen. Let me know when you'd like to talk more.